And we are back.
Yay! It's gonna snow, ho ho, and even though it's June.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, everyone.
who's this green person we have with us?
I'm a mystery marshmallow. Hello.
Mysterious.
Thank you
Mystery
for
Marshall.
having me.
You're very welcome.
Of course. There was no way we could talk about Rankin Bass without having you here, Minty.
I am thrilled. I'm thrilled to be talking about Rankin Bass with you and their adorable puppets.
Especially since we got to watch... I mean, best place to kick this off is one of the two that I've seen for the first time was either Leprechaun's Christmas Gold or Mad Monster Party.
Both of those were extraordinary amounts of Leprechaun Christmas just kind of happens like real fast in a short amount of time. It just there's no slowdown beats in that one whatsoever. It just hits you with all the Irish flavors of Christmas.
Yeah, like it's such an adorable one. Like I didn't know what to expect with it. I saw the Banshee and I was like, okay, Tree Witch. But then I was like, oh, I love it. He's sad. He lost his wife. Sad leprechauns.
I unfortunately did not get to see all of what was that one called? Like Leprechaun Island or some shit?
It's the Leprechaun Christmas.
The Leprechaun Christmas. I unfortunately did not get to see all of that, but I enjoyed like the last half of it.
Well, Bandit, let's put it like this. It starts off with an Irish ship upon an Irish coast, finding an Irish island, an uncharted island at that, and there'll be a pine tree on the beach. And the captain said, I didn't bring no friggin' Christmas tree home for the Irish kiddies, and you need to give me a tree. So he sends his cabin boy to dig up the trees. Like, this is no work for cabin boys. That's the whole movie. Oh, and there was something about a Banshee, too.
I didn't even know this movie existed until you told me about it, Minty.
I saw it on the... What was it? It was when you looked it up and then I just saw the poster for it and I was like, oh, this looks cute. And then we have the little Banshee right here.
Oh, she's good. Like, you'd think the tears would be a dead giveaway.
Even though he got warned like 5 minutes prior.
He saw the puppet and he was like, oh, so pretty. This is my new wife now. And that's what happened.
The leprechaun sat him down. They had tea together. He told him the whole long, drawn-out story. He's like, beware, boy. She can transform into anything. You can see her by the tears. Watch for the tears.
Now,
Right. I will watch for the tears. Oh, I'm all horny now. Here's my money.
him and the Banshee could have had a happy life together had he taken a lesson from, like, Felix Flanken. Felix knows how to woo a person.
No.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to how, like, the legendary pickup artist that is Felix Flanken.
The worst.
So I was like I disassociated for something. Something caught my eye on the Wikipedia page for Rankin Bass. You want to hear something wild?
Yes.
Okay. So the Santa Claus, or the not Santa Claus is coming town. The Frosty the Snowman cartoon. You guys are aware of that? Guess who animated it? What studio they outsourced to animate it?
Who?
Osama Tezuka's Mushi Productions. And if you don't know who that is, he's the guy who made Astro Boy and Kimba the White Lion.
No kidding.
Oh,
Yeah, it gets crazier. So
we were talking about this with the extended universe.
extended universe. And
I even...
oh, sorry. Go on.
No, sorry. No.
No, this is crazy. So, guess who oversaw the project?
Hideki Anno.
Hanna-Barbera's Steve Nakagawa, aka the guy who designed Scooby in the game.
Huh.
So there's a fucking Astro Boy and a Scooby-Doo connection to Rankin Bass.
So
The-
what? You...
Well, I can get even more heartwarming with this. Batty, do you know the wonderful heartwarming voice of Jackie Vernon that plays Frosty the Snowman? You remember that voice, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday! You know, many a Christmas treat that was watching that one. Did you know Jackie Vernon, being the lovable guy that he is, was also in a horror movie called Microwave Massacre?
I believe it.
Yeah, he played a cannibal killer that he cut the cover of that was like he cut his wife's head off and put her in the microwave.
Did he also say "Happy Birthday"?
I dreamed unhappy things.
He did. He had some bad dreams.
But yeah, sorry for detracting from the Leprechaun Christmas movie.
Going back to Leprechaun Christmas.
Yeah.
Batty, you are the expert of Fey lore here.
Yeah. Well, don't put me on the spot like that.
You are the renowned known author of 100 different Fey books.
Obviously, I'm the foremost authority on everything Fey lore, and I do not get my information wrong from time to time at all.
No, don't you have a new movie coming out with Seth MacFarlane called A Million Fays to Die in the West?
No, because I went up to Seth and he just wanted to put more diarrhea jokes in it, and I'm like, I'm good, sir.
There were no diarrhea jokes in that movie.
There are so many fucking
Batty.
diarrhea jokes in that movie. Fuck you, Cable.
You wanted to put Brian the dog in and be like, whoa, Batty, Fey ahoy.
Do you guys, fun fact, do you guys know what Banshee means?
Fat Sith.
No. The Banshee literally translates to fairy woman.
Oh.
So
not to the crying hag?
yeah, so when you hear the word she in reference to Irish or Scottish mythology, that is in reference to fairies. That's the basically word that they use in Gaelic.
So, glad you were able to admit that you can get some Fey lore wrong from time to time. So when you see the word she, it actually is in reference to the Sith.
But
the Sith of old from the Republic.
Don't shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Cable. Another fun fact, I mentioned this the other day, but I don't know how true this is because I've only seen it in one or two sources, but apparently our perception of leprechauns were based off of Irish immigrants that came to America back in the day. That's why they wear the green long coats and the bowler and top hats. Originally they're depicted as wearing red. So yeah,
like red caps.
The red caps are a different thing. Fuck red caps. They beat people to death, and then red caps are in this fucking movie. Stop getting me off track.
This has been a Fey Minute with Batty. We now return to your regularly scheduled crying woman who turns to tears.
How many times can I interrupt the synopsis for this movie?
There's no long synopsis for it. It's man gets washed up on boat, finds gold, leprechaun tells him beware Cry. Cry tricks him, then Cry gets tricked into turning into tear.
Yeah,
and then the wave eats her.
The whole movie.
And they make shoes.
It was shoes or gold. You have two options.
Yes.
You either gold or Reebok. I don't know why.
Either fresh kicks or gold.
I mean, they're worth the same price, so.
They should have done like the leprechaun from Jack the Giant Killer. He made boots out of gold and he used them to fly so he could see the world.
Alright, this is starting to hurt me with your made-up lore, Dan.
It's not a good movie. I don't recommend it. By that I mean we should totally watch it.
But I will say, Leprechaun's Christmas Gold is a good movie. I'm a little sad it's not more popular.
It's pretty sweet.
Very,
That was my first time watching it.
for the aesthetic, it's pretty good.
The aesthetic is nice. I like the fun little leprechauns. The
They're so
I
cute.
don't- something about Rankin Bass movies, like I don't know what it is. It's like, and it's part of the reason like we'll get to this beast of a thing later on if you can see the North Wind over by Dan, but it's why the remake or like the sequel to Year Without a Santa Claus doesn't work because it's too bright. Rankin Bass had like a nice charm to how they did everything. I loved like the lighting and the way the puppets and the models looked.
Everything
That's the North Wind next to me.
everything was
Yes.
was like smoky and like it like had a mystical feel to it.
I thought this was a picture of Jay Leno visiting Wonka's candy factory, and he tried the gum like Violet did.
No, it's Jay Leno from Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Oh, Flabber.
Okay. I forgot that was his name. Like, before we go to Mad Monster Party, I'm just curious, what's everybody's favorite Rankin Bass movie?
Fuck. Don't put me at...
Easily Rudolph. Sorry.
Oh, go on, Minty.
Oh, yours is Rudolph?
Talk about your love of Rudolph.
I really like the Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer one because it's like the first and very classic one, and it's just got that like, you know, storybook kind of charm and feel to it, and it makes you feel good. And the songs are very sweet and like, I don't know, it's just very cozy. It's a cozy and comforting kind of movie.
I get what you mean by that. I like me dentist Elf. He's a good lad.
You call Cornelius.
Doesn't
Why
want to
weren't you
make
around?
toys.
Elf practice. Why weren't you at elf practice?
I don't want to. I want to be a dentist.
Then you find out the head elf was actually beating the workers.
Oh,
A mean elf. But I really adore like the first Rudolph one. I like Rudolph Shiny New Year just a little bit more, but I do love the first Rudolph.
Patty, you got a favorite Rankin Bass?
I do, but it's kind of a basic one.
Mhm.
Fuck, I forgot what it was called. The fucking... What's the origin story of Santa Claus?
Santa.
Oh. Wait, no.
Santa and the Fey Wars.
No, we don't talk about that.
Santa Claus coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town, that's my favorite.
I love that one.
I just like it because it, like... It's like a weird, heroic epic, but it's also like a Rankin Bass movie. It's also like the main character's Santa Claus, but young.
Yeah,
It'd be
versus
no
the
time
Burger.
And you get to see the horrific like transformation from normal person to Santa Claus. Really fucked up.
You gotta remember, Batty. It's a difficult responsibility to watch Santa change from human and a thing. I had something, but I lost it because I'm watching the Hunchback dance.
He starts off as such a lithe, athletic man, and then, like, over time, they're like, the Burgermeister will recognize you. We get to fill you full of meatballs. Get fat.
Meister Burger.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
What you got in the pocket, Dan?
Well, for the longest time, I've always my favorite one has always been Year Without a Santa Claus. Very obvious reason, because that one is it's a stellar movie. Everything about it is great. Mickey Rooney is fantastic in it. Like, everyone is just a treat. Jingle and Jangle are fun. You got the creepy scene with Ignatius being berated by an old man dressed like Dr. Eggman. You got the whole, like, the mayor singing, "It's gonna snow," and the Miser Brothers. Everything about it. It's one of the most charming movies there is.
It's a bop. The Miser Brothers are a bop.
They are a bop.
Pretty good.
Like, if only they would have gotten their own movie, like their own special.
I know.
No.
They take the best characters of that Rankin Bass special. Like, obviously, they could have held their own, like, 30 years later.
Yeah.
Give them some extended lore, like some family we've never met before.
Also,
Yeah, maybe change their models up, like drastically.
You know, it should be done, like, some point after that the original Rankin Bass studio shut down, so, like, you know, a big, like, corporate entity like ABC could do their own unique spin on things and, you know, see what happens.
Can we just address the elephant in the room real quick?
What elephant?
We didn't even watch the entirety of that movie. It was so bad.
Gable and I at least had seen it when it first aired on TV. For everyone else who joined us with this, Minty, we're so sorry we had to subject you to that.
I'm getting flashbacks to things I can't remember, and I don't want to live.
We knew it was bad from the very opening. The horrible atonal song that played.
Yeah, it's the part, Minty, where you muted. You're like, I had to mute so you can't hear me screaming.
That's true.
Oh my god, I can't stand the Miser Brothers Christmas. I love Heat Miser and Snow Miser so much. And
Even though they brought back George Irving to play Heat Miser, his dialogue was just so insipid.
Also, like Snow Miser had, like, the weird, like, nasally voice.
Yeah, they went from his cool, or his very, excuse the pun, cool voice from the original one. It's like, so, how's your hubby doing? It's like, oh, he's got a bad cold. Well, that's a shame. You should have brought him to me. I'd have given him a good one. I love that.
so
Too like,
good.
Brother, it's gonna be a chilly morning.
Oh my god!
I like my new addition there, Flamehead.
fucking bad.
It stink.
Also-
It stink.
Also, the main villain of the movie is Jay Leno, as depicted next to Dan.
Yeah, it's the North Wind. It
Probably would have been better if he actually was voiced by Jay Leno.
I mean, at least it would be, like, funny caricature.
So we cut through that movie a bunch because I couldn't subject everybody to having to watch that again. And then we just watched Year Without a Santa Claus because that's the better version of that movie.
That was a difficult movie.
Santa Claus at the very end, he was having fits at night, thinking knowing that movie was coming. That's why at the very end he screamed, "I dreamed unhappy things!"
See, now, what if they would have just taken that clip and put it at the end of the Miser Brothers Christmas special movie?
It
where
was all a
Santa just
nightmare.
gets up out of bed like, I dreamed unhappy things. So, I won't harp on it too long, but as I had stated, my favorite one is Rudolph's Shiny New Year. And that's mainly just because I love, like, just going to the archipelago of lost years. It felt so just fun, and I love Rudolph's voice. And then I just love being with, like, Old Man BC. And just Baby Happy and Eon, the new Eon. Everything about it was just good. I love Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
Eon kind of freaked me out as a kid.
He freaks everybody out as a kid. He's scary.
Yeah.
Then Big Ben the whale. I want to watch Rudolph's Shiny New Year. I
I'm
didn't get to
surprised
watch
we
it
didn't
last
watch
year.
that one.
I got tired, but
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it last year either. That's on my list of, like, immediate Christmas movies after all of the other reindeer 6 times.
That's because we watched all the other reindeer like 10 times in a row.
We had a reason, alright? You can't have Christmas without all of the other reindeer.
We just had it on repeat.
It took Olive to remind us you don't give up on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
I love that. That movie's so... That's my favorite Christmas movie out of anything. I can never watch all of the other reindeer enough. It's so funny. I used to think the Pledge of Allegiance was about me. Richard Stands. What?
So if we're not counting Rankin Bass specials, what is everyone's just favorite Christmas special then? We know you, Cable. And it's a wonderful treat.
I hate to say it. I think it's the Billy and Mandy Christmas special.
That's a good one.
Like, I'm not gonna claim that everything in Billy and Mandy has aged to perfection, and, like, there's probably stuff that, like, people who didn't grow up with the show would annoy the shit out of them, but, like, I fucking still love the shit out of Billy and Mandy, and the fucking Christmas special it's fucking gold. Just the entire concept of I don't even want to say the premise, but it's just stupid and fun, and I love it.
I will say, because of Billy and Mandy, Gilbert Gottfried and Mickey Rooney are the two people who can play Santa for me.
I'm serious.
No other Santas work, especially Tim Allen.
Fuck Tim Allen.
Please put this there.
Tim Allen, if you're listening to this right now, we can beat you up.
No, and
Tim, the line is ho ho ho. Try it again.
The line is ho ho ho, Tim Allen.
Funny.
Minty, do you have a favorite non-Rankin Bass Christmas special?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. No, because usually my go-to is the Rudolph one. Those are the one I like never show on TV for some reason, at least where I am.
Over here, they're not showing them as many. Well, no, not. I don't know if it's the Rankin Bass ones, but I know you can't watch any of the Peanut specials over here anymore because Apple
serious?
bought them. Yeah, Apple bought them. They're not playing them on basic cable anymore.
Aww.
Motherfuckers!
You have to get Apple TV to watch the Peanut specials now.
Oh my god!
The Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Pretty horrible,
So good.
Mint,
That was so good.
Minty, now that you mention it, when I was a kid, they never. I remember they would show like a lot of the Rankin Bass specials. They would never show the Rudolph special. If the only way you could see the Rudolph special is if you bought it on VHS or DVD.
Did anyone tell Apple what Christmas is all about?
There was outrage last year. Like, they aired it once because people were like, how can, it's been 30 something years, how can you not show the Charlie Brown specials on cable? Like, it's, and I don't like, because they've always, like, Rankin Bass and Charlie Brown and all that stuff, they've always felt like the things that no matter what, anybody can see them because they're just always supposed to be available to everybody. You can't monopolize Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, it's like big corporations have been trying to kill like public broadcasting in various different ways for like years now, and it's stupid.
Yeah, they got Charlie.
They're like, well, you always have Hallmark. I don't want to watch Kathy Ireland as the daughter of Santa Claus.
I don't want to watch Love Actually for the 15th time, and I haven't even watched it one time.
I don't want to see Christmas with the Cranks on loop.
So I got a weird non-Rankin Bass holiday special. I don't know if any of you have seen this. It's do you know Opus the Penguin?
No.
So Opus Penguin's from a comic strip called Bloom County. Him and Bill the Cat got their own kind of offshoot thing when it turned into Outland. And they had a Christmas special for that. It's Opus and Bill in A Wish for Wings That Work. Because he's writing a letter to Santa how he just wants a one night where he can fly.
Oh, I know this penguin. I just looked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also funny considering politics that happened within the recent years. The main antagonist that ended up happening towards the end of Bloom County was Donald Trump.
Fine.
Oh, penguins. But
Nature's little tuxedo.
tuxedo chickens.
Tuxedo chickens.
He hadn't seen that one. None of you had seen that one. It's actually really funny. There's a part where he goes to this like one of those kind of like Aerodynamics Anonymous kind of thing. He goes to like a therapy group for flightless birds. There's like a chicken and a kiwi in there. The kiwi's just moaning about how his wife left him for an albatross. He should have left me for a bird with big, huge, long wings. He was on hormones. Fucking funny.
What is it about holiday specials that are just so fun and like? It really only feels like Christmas and Halloween specials ever do good, aside from Charlie Brown, because Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is really good. I love that one. Just with him making jelly beans and toast and popcorn because he can't cook. But I don't know why other specials just don't do as well, or some. I don't know. It's hard to express, but certain specials just don't carry the same like.
I can't think of any
feel.
that. I can't think of any that aren't either Peanuts or Rankin Bass.
I know a guilty pleasure one for me is for some reason, just because of how weird it is, I love the Scary Godmother movies.
Yeah.
Like Scary Godmother and Mr. Skelly Bones.
Oh shit! Well, if you wanted to go down the line of like Halloween specials, man, we got those covered too.
We go down Halloween specials. We got to start with Mad Monster Party though, since
Mad Monster Party.
I drifted us away from that a while ago.
Let's get right into the nitty gritty of Mad Monster Party with
All right.
Boris Karloff inventing the ultimate destructive weapon that can dematerialize any matter.
He invented a nuke.
Nuke in a jar.
Yeah.
Just
Also, spoiler warning for this movie, because essentially if you watch this movie, you've basically watched the better version of Godzilla vs. Kong. You'll understand why at the end.
it's just
That's not saying much.
This movie was good, excuse you.
I love Mad Monster Party.
Fucking, what the fuck was going on with it?
the weird cat fight with the
Between Francesca and the Monster's Bride.
Yeah.
strangely horny all of a sudden.
Yeah, it shifted just like on a dime. Like I could see the fight. I don't know why their dresses had to fall down.
If anyone can combat the villainous Francesca, I'm glad it's Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller was the best part of this movie, just hands down.
No,
Fuck you.
Felix Flanken is the best part
Fuck
of
you.
this movie.
Fuck off.
Serious Flanken is the best part of the movie.
Listen, not because of the scene,
Oh!
just because of I like how weird and not like useful he is. Like, oh hello, I just want to go on vacation.
Cable, you ignorant slut. Oh my god.
He's funny.
He went.
He's funny.
This entire movie was really fucking weird. It like had this. I was not expecting weird sexual undertones from a Rankin Bass movie.
I got a bunch of horny monsters in a room.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Wolfie's here. Now it's a party.
You went really pirate.
Yar, I'm like Dracula. I have a wooden leg.
Oh.
What were you saying, Minty?
I was gonna be like, Phyllis Diller laughed after almost everything she said.
Yeah.
I think she has to do that contractually.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just what people expect out of Phyllis Diller, because it's. Do you know where she got her start?
Where?
Where?
So there's a show called You Bet Your Life with Groucho Marx. It was like a game show. She was one of the only contestants out there who out-funnied Groucho Marx, and he thought she was a delight.
Is that how she got discovered?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, Phyllis Diller. I don't know why she's so great.
Also,
Like-
also her and like Boris Karloff, they had roles, but they basically just played themselves, and their dolls looked exactly like them.
Phyllis Diller got a musical number. So did Boris Karloff. He got a musical number.
Yeah.
I forgot Phyllis Diller was in A Bug's Life. I just looked it up real quick.
Oh, so it's Scooby-Doo.
Like I remembered Scooby Doo.
Yeah. She was in a Scooby-Doo movie. In the Scooby-Doo movie, wasn't like the thing she kept murdering her husbands?
Like, all her husbands kept dying mysteriously, and she kept getting rich. Yet she was not the villain.
Oh.
Like, you should have seen my fourth husband. He was a real scream. He took one look at me and went, ah!
I think this picture needs to go up for the podcast, Patty. It's just a black and white I found of Phyllis Diller with a shotgun.
Okay.
You gotta stay one step ahead. You gotta stay one step ahead. I wonder if I find that
Her
song.
first song in the movie just basically telling like the monster that, oh, you're not very smart and you don't look good, but you know what, you're enough.
Yeah.
It was because he was like making googly eyes at like another like, oh my god, this is perfect.
Francesca.
She was, or the monster was making googly eyes at another monster girl, and it basically she was like, hey, you ain't worth shit, so you better not fucking make it like cheat on me or something. I think that was the point of the song.
It's like, I'll put your eye in a jar for a week. Or something. And
I will say that there was at least some like inklings of like wholesome relationships between like the dude and the chef.
Yes.
Very happy.
Yes, and
Peter.
what was it?
Peter
Mafia
Lorre.
Machiavelli.
Yeah. Me, the great Mafia Machiavelli, greatest chef in the world.
he's in the mob.
I'm not based on any sort of actor whatsoever. It's not exceedingly obvious.
Yes, nobody can tell, but I'm really Michael Cera. No one can come through and figure this out.
He went downhill after Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, the Mad Monster Party, you know, good track record.
0 to 100.
Peter
0 to 100.
Peter Lorre was a fucking pervert in this movie.
Oh, if only she would just step on my skull.
Oh, that's so accurate.
Ugh. Like, it really was just every line out of it was like, Francesca, she sends me to the moon. I'm going to
Rip
go
my
to
head
the-
up and slam dunk me.
Oh wait, I gotta talk about my favorite part from this movie real quick though. They were very minor characters, but I want a whole movie just based off of them. I want the captain and that weird dude who was like helping the monsters on the
Oh,
boat.
and like the shipwright?
Yeah, because I don't know what it was about him, but he was my ideal goon. There is never a goon more goony than him.
No, I like to think like those kind of characters. They're pretty much based on like the kind of like captain and sailors that you would find in the old Universal Studios monster films. Like if you watch like the old Dracula,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh, like, would you believe? Oh, we picked up some weirdos from Transylvania. They're coming over to the Americas. And like, there's the whole thing where they're exploring the ship and they see Renfield under the deck.
So
And of course,
good.
they're incredibly unnerved because Renfield's creepy.
They were two of my favorites. I like their designs and they
Pretty
had
action
good
for
voice.
golden.
Then, but the monsters pale in comparison to our protagonist.
Fuck this guy.
Ugh.
What do you
man
what do you
with-
go wrong with Felix Flankel?
Really, I just want to go on vacation, go to the Bahamas. I'm gonna lay out on the beach, do some fishing.
You really did think he was going to the Bahamas.
Yeah, he thought he was going to an island resort.
Who sees a spooky ship and thinks, oh, resort?
The fucking most inept man in existence.
I don't really know what he contributed to the movie aside from being there and doing one action which actively ruined one character.
The very 70s ending that was like, oh, that.
I will.
Francesca was being a femme fatale throughout this whole movie. We did not want her redeemed in any way. Wanted her to stay a villain. And then one exceedingly romantic action by Felix Flanken when she jumps out into a crocodile pit. You gotta calm down.
Ugh. It's that like extra like kind of stifle in his voice that just makes him a little bit more arrogant than
Yeah, oh, you didn't realize the great Felix Flanken had the little secret here, the doctor's secret. You'll never be able to beat me. And then Kong shows up like, can I get you a banana?
Okay, will you do
I
that
hate Felix.
too well?
His voice makes me laugh. That's the only reason I like him.
But yeah, he literally slaps the main female antagonist in the movie, and she instantly turns good.
I just, ugh.
So, all right, I hate to do this. Slap. Felix, I love you. Really? Oh, wow.
You activated my kink protocol.
Well, it's
Whole song about it.
it's like infuriating because the entire movie she's like really competent. She's like backstabbing people left and right. She's like she can throw down, and then the second that happens, she's completely fucking useless.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, and I don't know what it is. Like, even if it was just getting rescued out of the alligator pit, and then that's when she was like falling in love, I could be fine with that.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it was a slap that did it.
It was 2 slaps. But yeah, it just like, what the fuck?
I keep doing this. Alligators hate the sound of women being slapped.
Oh, but yeah. What happened after that?
I don't know. Kong came and they blew the island up or something.
That's when we found out the monsters are revolting.
And she sang an entire song about how she loves him.
Yep. After like, you know, just meeting him basically that day.
Yeah.
I will give Boris Karloff his credit. He actively was... He was kind of, like, loyal to Felix the entire time. Like, he was a good, quote-unquote, uncle.
Yeah.
He was family first.
He fucking suicide bombed the entire island to save his nephew.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to call him a nephew. I mean, all I'm saying is... It was a very, very, like, 70s, 80s ending when we find out that, spoiler, Francesca's a robot.
Find out it was the 60s.
Oh god, it was the 60s, wasn't it?
It was the 60s.
Oh, wait, which one was from the 80s?
You were that Santa Claus, I think.
Okay, we watched a bunch. I don't remember which ones were.
Yeah, no, Mad Monster Party is one of the earliest ones.
You find out Francesca's a robot, and then Felix still loves her. He's like, hey, don't worry, Francesca. Nobody's perfect. Because he is also a robot.
Yep.
It's one of those things that, I swear to God, if they had done the end with a question mark after it,
Mad
just would have topped it off.
Mad Monster Party boils down to nothing eventful happening for no reason.
No, all that happened is a nuke went off, and a bunch of people died.
And all the monsters in the world were destroyed.
Yeah.
And
It's supposed to
they...
be the World Monster Organization. Get someone of a job.
What did he do? With the little mouth animation when he eats or coughs is just...
Oh, I hate it.
It's very much like...
my bass mouth.
Oh,
Actually, fun fact about that movie, though, Minty, you may not have known this, but because of the Doctor's explosion, the radiation that leaked is actually what causes Rudolph's nose to turn red. So, Mad Monster Party is the prequel to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I mean, it's all in the canon universe. Like, we could make a Marvel tree. Like, I know how they do it with the Marvel movies, where they, like, put everything in, like, order to get, like, suss out the timeline.
Yeah.
Do that with the Rankin Bass ones.
This is Rankin Bass Act 1.
Like,
So-
all connected.
So those little fiends that showed up during the song, you gotta stay one step ahead. What if they at the start of the Island of Misfit Toys?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Hermie now in, like, a Doctor Strange cloak, going up to the Bumble like, I'm here to make a deal. I will fix your teeth as long as you don't eat us.
Like the radiation just irradiated some cat and it evolved into King Moonracer.
Aww,
I like the Island of Misfit Toys. Those are some sad toys.
they're so cute. I love the little
Nobody
cat.
wants a fiend in a box.
I didn't like the car, though. I didn't like how it walked. No, the plane. I didn't like how it walked.
Plane
It scared me.
Yeah, you said you were creeped out by that plane.
I don't like it. It's like a Silent Hill creature.
Do you guys know that the guy who, Alan Swift, the guy who voiced Felix, voiced every other character that wasn't Boris Karloff, Phyllis Diller, or Francesca?
Nobody else talked.
Yeah, there wasn't really much. The only ones, ones that really talked were
Dracula, Peter Lorre.
Wait a minute. So he was the voice of Yetch as well?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Wait. He was the voice of
Peter Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally
He was in love with himself.
everyone.
We here at Final Phantasma fully ship Yetch and Mafia Machiavelli.
Yeah, they really should have ended up together.
They did. They ended up in hell.
True.
You gotta stay one step ahead.
Also, like fucking Machiavelli was like making I get like he's making food for monsters, so he's talking about like ooh, I'm gonna mix cyanide into the salad and stuff like that. So the monsters like
the Adams did.
Yeah, but
Well, the Adamses and the Munsters did the same thing.
I know, but like that's the thing. Like fucking Boris Karloff is still human. He's
Or is he?
Yes. I'm pretty sure he's human.
Or is he?
I was thinking about that too.
Are you saying that there was subtext in the film that Boris Karloff was more than human?
Maybe the subtext of the film was, how can you identify a monster if they look like everyday people?
That's true.
No, don't give me credit for that.
Maybe humans are the real monster.
Maybe the monsters are the friends we slapped along the way.
You guys want to hear my pitch for a monster or for a zombie movie?
Dude.
Humans were the real monsters all along. Done. Bam. Printed.
That's the end. That's the ending of Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's the ending of literally every zombie property ever. It's like,
Yeah. Congrats, you found the formula.
I found it.
I have some notes, Batty.
Yeah.
Maybe the movie ends, humans were the monster all along, and then some wolves show up.
Yeah. Or you could always just do it like the ending of Monster a Go-Go, but then there was no monster. The monster literally just disappears, and that's the end of the film.
And then a small, 9-year-old boy runs out and goes, "You hear that, monsters? I'm not afraid of you anymore."
Monster
Kevin
comes out and snaps his
McAllister and
neck
Home
and runs
Alone.
away.
Kevin McAllister and Home Alone comes out. "I'm not afraid anymore." Then he sees the creepy dude next door and runs and hides under the bed.
He puts up his stand-up of Michael Jordan to scare him away.
I had to watch a lot of Home Alone recently. It's still in my head. Don't show 3-year-olds Home Alone because they like the movie and then they just want to keep watching it.
Cable, I'm gonna post the meme in chat, and I want you to voice it as Felix.
Okay.
Voice the first character as Felix, and then for the second character, if you can do a Francesca voice, do that.
Oh my god, it had to be this one. Oh, Francesca, I think I can take 14 werewolves. In a fight, right? In a fight, right?
Oh no.
Felix is Anakin.
There he goes, slapping every werewolf.
I don't think you get it, Francesca. Killed the sand people. Not just the men, but the women and the children too. And I liked it. I will be the most powerful Jedi in the world. Okay? I mean, my uncle doesn't realize, but I will even find a way to stop people from dying.
You can't win, Felix. I have the high ground.
Okay, now you see here, you underestimate my power. I need to draw this. I need to draw Felix as Anakin now. You Batty, I didn't want to have to do this tonight.
Count Obi-Wan.
I think Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass should sue fucking George Lucas and his estate.
Why? All they're gonna get is the sequels.
Cool.
It's accurate to that part in the movie where she takes him on a picnic and he just keeps like getting out of the murder thing, and then
Oh, I really don't like mayo on my bread. Oh, it's just a cheese sandwich, golly. Oh, but it's on wheat bread. Oh, wait, here we go. Cheese on white. But, oh, it's not wrapped in wax paper. See, I like my sandwiches wrapped in wax paper. No, I guess I'm just not hungry.
oh,
He's so insufferable.
So tell me, what is your name? The name's Ray. Ray Flankin.
Right? Oh my god. Edit that scene and just put Felix and Francesca as the Force Ghost. My name's Ray. Ray Flankin.
The thing I hate about Felix the most is, like, you think he's gonna be like the like that nerdy character archetype of, like, oh hey, he's a nerd, but he's also, like, really smart and can think his way out of situations, and he has a heart of gold.
Oh, he's fucking useless!
He is so fucking stupid and so dislikable.
Now, Matthew, what would you have done if halfway through the movie, when, like, the monsters are surrounding him and Francesca, he just, like, rips off his suit and he's, like, Incredible Hulk buff, and he's like, hey, don't worry, I'm Felix. You know, the suit was constricting my lungs as my real voice. Hold on, I'll take care of this. And he just, like, throws them all into the sun.
Hey, you see, I have to wear the suit and these glasses are a limiter.
It controls my power.
physical pain.
He takes off the suit and glasses. He just does the Superman quote. You ever realize what it's like to be in a world where everything's made of cardboard? This is the first time I get to go up against something and cut loose.
And then he pulls out a hammer to get struck by lightning and beats King Kong over the head with it.
Just
Minty, where does Flankin rank in your favorite Rankin Bass characters?
you know how like most studios have like dumpsters around the back? Yeah, somewhere between there and the bottom of the sea.
Okay.
Oh, you can see very accurate. We were in a boat the last time we were seen. We made our home at the bottom of the sea. We're guest starring in SpongeBob next week. I don't want him to
He did a Rankin Bass style episode.
Connected universe.
SpongeBob has the Christmas episode. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Then that means if there's a Rankin Bass SpongeBob episode and they can link to that universe, that means you can link Rankin Bass to David Hasselhoff, which means he can be linked back to Kung Fury. Rankin Bass
Kung Fury when?
Get on it, Hollywood.
With puppets.
I just want like the puppet style little, instead of the Burgermeister, just make the Kung Fury.
I want Puppet Kung Fury so bad.
What do you want the most? You want the arcade cabinet? Do you want the Laser Raptors? Triceracop?
I'm here to deliver justice. Puppet justice.
His little puppet arms going, ah!
Okay, well, fuck you. I just spit up my entire tray. You asshole!
You okay?
I'm fine.
What's up, Mindy?
My titty.
We have to show you Kung Fury. It's funny.
I'm willing to see it, but I am frightened. But I'm willing to see it.
It's a treat.
Kung Fury is fucking amazing.
But I mean, aside from Mad Monster Party, we all I think we've covered Year Without a Santa Claus and why that one's so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else left to say on Rankin Bass. Like, they were a big part of my childhood. They're a big part of my adult years. I love everything about their puppets, everything about their animation and storytelling. And I thank Rankin Bass for giving me wonderful holiday memories since I can remember.
We're sorry the Miser Brothers Christmas had to happen.
Yeah.
That wasn't their fault.
Like, we saw a movie where there was a literal nuke, and yet that's the movie that feels like a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignatius, do you have any follow-up words?
No.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Klaus?
Mr. Klaus.
Mr. Klaus!
So you're too old for Santa Claus.
I guess you're too old for windows. I'll break them all with this sock full of quarters.
Your dad can't help you now.
There's no question in your mind. Yes, I do exist. Go tell your friends that I am real, or you'll catch Santa's fist. I'm fine with Santa strong-arming Ignatius.
Oh, no.
And with the watchful eye of Phyllis Diller, I think we should all say our farewells.
Bye!
Thank you for
But
having
everyone,
me.
Minty, thank you so much for being here for this one.
Thank you for having
glad
me.
you join us on our resort here doing this podcast.
Go away, Felix.